Fortune on Moon Lake. Love on the Lake, Book 2. Written by Amy Gamet. Narrated by Eva Kaminsky. Chapter 1. Melanie Addario sat at the bar at the Moon Lake Bar and Grill, skimming through the classified ads. I just want to work with plants. It shouldn't be so hard to find something. Yeah, maybe in the spring, but it's fall, Cupcake. Brandy, the bartender, put Melanie's beer down and reached for an olive, popping it in her own mouth. What about something with animals? You're always watching Animal Planet. Here's one. Melanie cracked a smile. Manure hauler. Brandy snorted. Clearly you found your calling. A man down the bar waved Brandy over. Be right back. Nurse, part-time preschool teacher, secretary, winery tasting room server. Melanie hummed once just as Brandy returned. Crescent Moon's looking for a tasting room server. I'd stay away from there. There's something weird about that Rafael guy. Brandy lifted her chin toward the man at the end of the bar. But if I got into the tasting room, maybe I could get a foot in the door at the vineyard come spring. It's a good idea. You could ask if any of the other wineries are hiring. What about Owl and Hawk, or that new one, Vertigo? Melanie's eyes skated down the bar to where Rafael Delacruz sat, surprised to find him staring back at her, and turned away quickly. I don't think he's that strange. Except for how he pretends we've never met before. She bit her lip. Seriously? Asked Brandy. The guy's a whack job. He comes in here every week and he never says 2 words to anybody unless it's to ask for a drink. Personally, I think he's gay. If Raphael was gay, then Melanie was seriously attracted to the wrong kind of man. Which would explain a lot. Melanie shook her head. No way. Watch this, said Brandy, a devilish grin on her perfectly made-up face. She flipped her red hair and headed for Raphael, then braced her arms on the bar in front of him in a pose that screamed willing female. Melanie could barely hear what they were saying, but if Brandy's body language was any indication, she was doing her best to bait him. Brandy leaned in close, resting her forearms on the bar. Raphael drank the rest of his beer down in one swig and handed it to her, using the glass to push her away. Melanie bit down on a smile. Brandy walked back to Melanie, her cheeks beginning to flame as she refilled Raphael's beer. See? I told you. He's a wacko. Melanie tucked her hair behind her ear and turned again to look at Raphael, disappointed to see he was watching television now, his untouchable aura firmly back in place. What else is new? Maybe Brandy was right. There was something a little strange about that Raphael guy. Brandy clucked her tongue. You're wearing earrings. You never wear earrings. I wear earrings? What's the occasion? Maybe I have a hot date. You never know. Brandy laughed. Yeah, right. Melanie's mouth opened. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Brandy raked her hand through her hair, then picked up Raphael's drink. I'm an insensitive clod. I'll be right back. Brandy had no filter, which was one of the reasons Melanie liked her. But not when the truth hurt like a kick in the gut. Brandy walked back. Look, I'm sorry I said that. But in all fairness, it's not like you've dated anyone since Greg. Maybe it's time to get back out there. Or maybe it's not. But Mel, how long are you going to wait for a guy who walked out of your life without even saying goodbye? Just because I don't jump from one man to the next doesn't mean I'm deliberately avoiding a relationship. Like me, you mean? Melanie rolled her eyes. Whatever gave you that idea? Fine, whatever. We won't talk about men. We'll just find you a job, okay?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?